Last time on Madden NFL 21 Relocation franchise, the New York Jets to the Toronto Huskies. The Toronto Huskies played their first preseason game at Rogers Centre in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, where they beat the Tennessee Titans 43-0. And the Titans did not score any points at all. But let's just see how many offensive yards there was in this whole football game. 372 total offense, rushing and passing. Tennessee only had 39. The Titans had 20 rushing yards in all. The Huskies had 150 rushing yards, which was 50 more yards, and they would have hit the big 200. Offensive passing yards, the Huskies had 222 passing yards total in this whole football game, while the Tennessee Titans only had 19. 16 first downs for Toronto, 3 for Tennessee. Kick return yards, 94 for Tennessee, 24 for Toronto. Punt return yards, 62 for Toronto, nothing for Tennessee. There was 5 turnovers, all by the Titans. Pernell McPhee made that fumble recovery on that kickoff where Tennessee lost the ball, and he recovered it for a touchdown. Red zone field goals, there was none. Touchdowns, there were 5 red zone touchdowns, 1 2-point conversion. And we'll just show you who scored the touchdowns. Drew Brees scored at least 1 passing touchdown. Cam Newton had 2 passing touchdowns. Joe Flacco had at least 1 passing touchdown. Rushing touchdowns, Chris Thompson ran it in for Toronto's only rushing touchdown of the game. Receiving wise, Rob Gronkowski had 1 touchdown. AJ Green had a touchdown. Well, by the way, AJ Green did score the first touchdown of the game and the first one in Toronto Huskies franchise history, but that is considered the preseason. We'll consider whoever scores the first touchdown as a real statistic. Nelson Aguilar, 1 touchdown there. Kenny Stills had a touchdown in this football game. Defensively, interceptions. Thought there was a couple interceptions there. Maybe it was Toronto from the last game. There were sacks. I think Trevor Greensburg had a sack. And there were no safeties or touchdowns. But, well, there was a fumble recovery for a touchdown. But let's move on to today's matchup. Alright, and the Toronto Huskies will be home again. But this time they'll be playing against the Green Bay Packers. That's our goal, to get a preseason home win. AJ Green, 1-0. The Packers are 0-1. They did not have a single win in the preseason. So this is going to be a pretty fun matchup to see. Now it is kickoff time here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And as you guys saw, that Aaron Rodgers is no longer the QB for the Green Bay Packers. He left. He became an unrestricted free agent over the offseason and then unfortunately signed with the Las Vegas Raiders under head coach John Gruden. We see Jordan Love stepping on the field for the first time today for this Green Bay Packers offense. I am the Toronto Huskies here playing on defense, so this is going to be a 1st and 10. He's going to throw the football, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, so this is going to be a 2nd and 10 for the Green Bay Packers here on offense. So now he's going to throw the football, gets a 1st down there. Jordan Love for his first pass completion of the game. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. First and 10 from the 40. Now he's going to throw it deep, and Green Bay gets a first down. 2 for 3 there, 27 yards on that play. So this is going to be another first and 10, but this time they're going to be at the 44. We're going to use a blitz play. Aaron Jones runs it. Only loses 2 yards there. Gets to be stopped by his former teammate, Frank Clark, who is battling off against his former team today. As it will be 2nd and 12. And Green Bay is going to run for it. They're going to break tackles. And they do not make the first down. And they do make the first down, but they do not make a touchdown is what I'm saying. What I meant to say was they do not make a touchdown. So this is going to be a 1st and goal from the 6 here. They're going to hand the ball off to Aaron Jones. Gains 1 yard there, but still he's in the negative side. 2nd and goal from the 5 here in Toronto. He's going to hand the ball off to Aaron Jones. Gets stopped at the 5 again. He does not lose nor gain any yards. So this is going to be a 3rd and goal for the Green Bay Packers as Toronto is ready to play some defense. And they get a touchdown this time. They get their first points of the game. And they now take this lead 7-0. Devin Funchess got the touchdown, and they lead it 7-0. All right, first it is kickoff time here in Toronto as the Green Bay Packers kick it off. They now lead to 7-0 as the Huskies are looking forward to scoring their first touchdown of the game, and they will be tied. And Bobby Iverson returns this, and this will be a 1st and 10. We see the former TCU, Cincinnati Bengals, and Dallas Cowboys quarterback Andy Dalton stepping onto the field for the first time today, ready to play some football. And I'm thinking he's going to throw it to his former teammate from Cincinnati, Ohio, from the Cincinnati Bengals, AJ Green. Oh, he's going to juke it. He's going to run it. He's going to make it in. Touchdown Huskies, And this is a 62-yard touchdown. And that was a pretty cool pass. 2 former Bengals players who spent 8 years on the same organization score the first points of the game. And they now tie it 7-7 here in Canada. All right, it's 1st and 10 from the 31 here in Toronto as he's trying to find a receiver. Devin Funchess, who scored the touchdown there, will make a first down. All right, it's 1st and 10 from the 48 here in Toronto as Aaron Jones is ready to run it, and he gets stopped. He does not lose nor gain any yards, but it is a 2nd and 5 for the Packers as they're trying to claim a win here in Toronto, hopefully. And Davante Adams gets a reception, and this, my friends, will end the first quarter here in Toronto as the game is tied 7-7 here at the, as I would call it, the Rogers Center. It would look similar because it has a roof. It's a detachable roof in Toronto where the Toronto Blue Jays play baseball. Scotiabank Arena, formerly known as Air Canada Centre, is home of both the Toronto Raptors for basketball and the Toronto Maple Leafs for ice hockey. Well, and the Toronto Raptors are one of my favorite NBA teams. I know I liked Kawhi Leonard, but he left the Raptors a year ago just to go with the LA Clippers. And this is going to be a 3rd and 10, which, by the way, he only spent 1 season there, brought the championship to Canada, and now Jordan Love is trying to scramble. He gets sacked, and J.J. Watt is going to recover. Will he recover it to the other side of the football field? It's looking like it's going to be a big yes. Jumps on into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. 1 sack there. And the Huskies are now going to lead this 14-0 here at Air Canada as I would call it, Air Canada Field is what I'm going to call this stadium from now on. As he just runs it in, touchdown, Huskies, and we're going to take a break. All right, now we're going to be ready to return the punt. We got Nelson Aguilar, the former Philadelphia Eagle, ready to return the kickoff, ready to return the punt. Excuse me. And Aguilar, he's going to break a couple of tackles. He's going to return it. He's going to score. He's going to score a touchdown, and he's going to jump on in. The goal is complete. Team 0 touchdowns. And this is a 68-yard kickoff punt return for a touchdown. That was a pretty unique one there. So we scored an offensive touchdown, defensive touchdown, and a special team. So the Huskies are now taking this 21-0 lead, and we're going to take another break. All right, now it's 1st and 10 from the 45 here in Toronto. Andy Dalton is trying to throw the football to get a first down there, throws the football to a receiver. And this will be a 1st and 10 from the 25 here in Toronto. So now this is going to be a 1st and 10. Dalton looking to throw. Passes it to Corey Davis even. And he gets a touchdown. First receiving touchdown of the game for the Huskies. And they now take the 28-7 lead here in the Air Canada Field in Toronto. All right, now this is going to be a 1st and 10. Blocked pass, though, and it's going to be a 2nd and 10. Could have been intercepted. And we're using the nickel formation on 2nd and 10 from the 34 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And now Jordan Love is trying to avoid being sacked, and he passes it to a receiver. And this is now going to be a timeout for Green Bay, as Toronto is leading this game by 21 points. So this is going to be a 3rd and 1 for the Packers as the Huskies are on defense. Jordan Love throws the ball, and that's going to be an incomplete pass, and this will result in a 4th and 1. Nelson Aguilar is going to return the punt returns for this Toronto football team. And now he's going to return it. And he's going to break a couple of tackles, get stopped at the 33. And this is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Toronto Huskies here. And now I'm going to think about throwing a ball to Rob Gronkowski, and that is going to be an incomplete pass. At least Andy Dalton has 109 passing yards in this game, and that's really good. That's where you want your quarterback to be at. And we could be a potential Super Bowl candidate because of our super team with Drew Brees, AJ Green, Le'Veon Bell. Players like them, J.J. Watt he even proved them to be Super Bowl contenders because of that fumble recovery for a touchdown he did. And he's going to throw it deep. And there is a flag on the field. It looks like it's going to be pass interference on the defense. And it's Jaire Alexander. So we're going to accept, and we're going to have to do a field goal try here because there's not much time left. And do we make the field goal? They're going to say yes. And it's now going to be 31-7 here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. All right, as the Toronto Huskies, we kicked off the first set. We're going to return to kick off the second half. We returned the first half. We kicked off the first half. Green Bay kicked it off. Oh, look at that incredible kickoff return for a touchdown. He's going to run it. He's going to run it all the way. Does a front flip, touchdown Huskies. And now Kenny Stills with that incredible kickoff return for a touchdown. And the Toronto Huskies will now lead this 38-7 here at the Air Canada Field. There is a fumble, and the Green Bay Packers get a turnover. Jason Pierre-Paul made that fumble recovery. So he made the fumble recovery there that time, and it will be a 1st down and 10 for the Toronto Huskies. Now we're going to run this play with Frank Gore, the longtime San Francisco 49ers running back, hands the ball off to Gore, and he's going to get a juke move, gets a 1st down there at the 9. And this is going to be 1st and goal for the Toronto Huskies. So we achieved our preseason week goal 2 of 10 offensive rushing yards, and Frank Gore is going to, does he make it into the end zone? Not quite, but pretty close. And we're going to use 2nd and goal. We're going to use Chris Thompson, the former Washington Redskins running back, and he gets it in. Touchdown, Huskies. And they now extend the lead to 45-7. And we'll see you guys when we're on defense. All right, it's 1st and 10 from the 28 here in Toronto. And there's a sack, and the Huskies recover the fumble. Tim Jernigan made that fumble recovery there. And this might be Green Bay's either 2nd or 3rd turnover of the football game. It's their 4th? I never knew that. But you know it now. All right, now I'm going to pass it off to Bobby Iverson. Gets a 1st down. Cam Newton, 1 for 1 there. So I think after this touchdown, we will be scoring at least 50 points, at least, when we score a touchdown on this on our drive. So we're at the 3 there, and we're likely gonna get a touchdown. And does he get it into the end zone? They say yes. Green Bay has an injury, but they're taking the injury timeout, and we will see you guys when we are on defense. All right, it's 1st and 10 from the 31. Packers are on offense, fumble, and it's considered to be an interception, and he will return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. No sacks there on that play, and Jimmy Smith made that INT there. It would be considered an interception because the ball was tipped off, and he's just going to jump on into the end zone. It would be considered a fumble or an INT. Touchdown Huskies, and they're now going to take this 59-7 lead, and we're going to take another break. All right, it's 1st and 10 from the 21 here in Toronto. And Kalichi Osmil is also injured for this Toronto Huskies team. He should be back for the regular season one of those weeks, either in September, October, November, or December. And Jawan Bentley makes a sack, and it's 3rd and 11. So Toronto may end up winning this game because of how many points they have, and they're off to a good lead. And now he's going to get sacked, and they lose the football again. Can Toronto recover? And they do. Damon Harrison made the sack there and the fumble recovery even. So the goal completed was there was no 1st downs for the Green Bay Packers. So this might be their 6th or 7th turnover of this football game. And we're going to use TJ Yeldon. 6 turnovers for this Green Bay Packers team. Could it be 7? Who knows? And the former Jacksonville Jaguars running back gets it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. And it's now going to be a 66-7 lead. And this might conclude the 4th. And this will conclude the 3rd quarter. And we'll see you guys when we're back on offense in the 4th quarter. All right, the football game is over here in Canada as the Toronto Huskies win at home, their final preseason home game. The next time they will be returning to Toronto, Ontario, Canada is week 1 when they face off against the Los Angeles Chargers. 8 takeaways in this game, so we're not going to do any statistics in this video, but we will in the next video since this video was a little bit longer. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future. and we will see you guys next time.